I guess you can entitle what I'm going to share right now, and I'm not going to speak as long as Pastor Sandy. She's really long-winded. But not as long-winded as your pastor. Glory to God. Glory. Is someone taking my video and putting me on Facebook? I mean, who's going? All right. The title of what I'm going to talk about for just a few minutes is, Are You Full of It?
Come on now.
Turn to your neighbor and ask them, Are you full of it? Whoa, what are you talking about? I'm going to show you something. Pastor Peter, you want to help me?
Sure.
Did you hold this bottle of water? Hold it over the trash can.
Yes, sir.
All right. Open it up. Now, is that bottle full?
Yes.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yes. You want an empty one?
No. Not yet. Actually, why don't you give me this one? Let me switch it. All right. Okay, you see that full bottle of water? What happens if I start pouring into a full bottle? What happens? Is any water getting inside of it?
No.
It's not. Now you can go ahead and drink that. That was a sealed bottle. We poured into my bottle. Okay. I just demonstrated to you why so many in the church are not filled with God and filled with the glory, because they're filled with the world. Filled with sin, and God could not get in. Ooh.
Come on now. Come on now.
Do we need to demonstrate that again?
No.
Oh, you want to see it again? Now, well, let's take one that's a little more empty. Let's empty this one, okay? Okay. Is this one going to be a little bit different? If I aim it correctly?
Yeah.
Whoa. Look at that. It's containing what was poured into it. Thank you, Pastor Peter. You need a towel? Okay. Because it was emptied. You put the lid on this for me? Because it was emptied, it could receive what was being poured in. There's an old-time song most of you had never heard of. It goes like this. Filled with God, yes, filled with God, emptied of self, and filled with God. Filled with God, yes, filled with God, emptied of self, yes, filled with God. See, the only way you and I will be filled with God is that self gets emptied. That's the only way. Jesus shared a parable, and you can find it in Matthew, you can find it in Mark, you can find it in Luke. Well, let's look at Mark chapter 2. Mark chapter 2 and verse 22. Jesus said, "No man puts new wine into old bottles. else the new wine doth burst the bottles, and the wine is spilled out, and the bottles will be marred. But new wine must be put in new bottles. Now, did that help with our little demonstration? God needs a new vessel to pour into. That old doesn't work. Pastor Sandy talked about it. Tied into what I'm sharing is that we can be born again and still be filled with the world. We're called to be a new person, a new creation, but we can still act like the devil and be filled with the devil. Ooh. Thank you. He said, new wine needs to be poured into new bottles. Do you know every day we're supposed to be a new creation?